Alright guys, the Premium Kami here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the another new DXC narrative Gundam C packs here. So these are going to be some of the base stat that we're looking at. Fully level 1 all-rounder. This one, to my surprise again, in terms of the damage cut rate, is extremely high on base. Like, what is going on? This one even compare that to, let's say, what is it, the HFX. I think this one is slightly better, but you know, this one being sucks that both of them are all-rounder, so you can't really focus everything on one parameter. So let's take a look at what kind of, you know, skills that this unit offers. So as for your main melee, you have the beam saber. It's going to be beam slash melee, so that's, you know, pretty generic right there. As for your main or ranged attack, you have the beam rifle, and then that is gonna be a 6 ammo right there, as well as 8 seconds cooldown or reload. That's actually quite good, quite fast honestly, so that's good to see. As for your sub weapon one, we have the shield missile that is going to be having 3 rounds and then 24 seconds reload. And interesting enough, that is going to be a physical, so that is going to be great. Because you guys already know, in terms of this game, all those big bosses, all those mobile armors, they have pretty good, you know, beam resistance. So using any beam attacks, or even sometimes it's invalidated, yeah, just having the extra physical attack is really important. As for your sub 2, we have the beam saber and dual wielding type it. This one's going to be 2 magazine, and then we got 2 kind of like you can use it twice. As for the reload, it's going to be 19 seconds, and that is going to be beam as well. So yeah, in terms of the loadout, just like that, it's pretty basic to me honestly, but I have kind of, you know, play around with it. It's pretty smooth. I'll definitely say it's simple, but it's very smooth. As for your special attack, we have the Psycho Frame Light. This one is going to be a physical range, so oh my gosh. Physical, huh? You don't say. But this one is going to be a range, and there you guys can kind of see that in terms of the base stat that we're looking at. It's not leading too good for your range, so yeah, it's gonna be very hard to kind of build around this one in my opinion. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of, let's say, some of your basic, you know-how of this overall unit. So up next, let's talk about how to get the blueprints. So how to get the blueprints for the narrative Gundam C packs. This is going to be the stage that you want to be on. This is definitely something that you do have to purchase the additional missions. So this one is going to be the Directory DLC 1B. So upon purchasing the season pass, or if you guys have purchased the deluxe version, this is definitely something that you guys should have unlocked already. As far as how to actually get it, so this one you can get it actually beat the new Xeon 2. So during the final phase of it, there's going to be the regular Neo Xeon, and then there's going to be the one that is from the narrative installment, right? So beat that unit, and then you'll be dropping the material for that. So as for the first blueprint, it's going to be needing 5 copies of it. As for the second blueprints, that is only going to be needing 4. So that's pretty much how you know where, like, how to get them. And these are going to be some of the enemies that you'll be fighting. So you have they didn't show off, let's say, oh, there you go. So you pretty much fighting every UC timeline big bosses. So starting from the Xeon, Kubali, the O, Sasabi, and then we have the new Xeon, and then the new Xeon 2. So that's pretty much how you can, you know, where to get them. So if you guys do want this unit, for example, or something you like, you would definitely have to purchase the season pass first, or the deluxe version if you guys have that already. So up next, let's talk about the overall style. I'm gonna put this unit at level 50, and then we'll talk about what kind of equipment that I'll be, you know, putting onto this unit as well. Alright, so as far as how the stat will looks like once you put this one to 50, 80 is gonna be the max, or 90 should be the highest, you know, maximum level we can get. But this, I think, is a very good barometer of how it actually looks like. So as for the actual armor itself, the HP is not too bad, 1453, so that's pretty respectable. Boosting aspect of it, I would definitely say it is a little bit low balling it even at level 50. As for melee, 572, and shot 442. So shot department is definitely something that is lacking, especially if you want to get that special attack. Getting a higher digit amount, definitely do have to up that for sure. As for the other stuff, you know, the cover there, you guys can definitely upgrade them via those parts. So that's going to be pretty much it in terms of how it looks like at level 50. Okay, as for some of the equipment that I currently possess as well, so this is what we are working with here. So I happen to land on this very powerful level 8 equipment. So this one is a pretty much boosting range, which is definitely something I need. And this one actually, if you guys do happen to find these types of specific equipment, these are pretty good because this one basically changes your attack type to physical. I don't know why they had intention of doing that. Like, do they know? Like, I feel like they know that we are struggling to fight those bosses, like especially those mobile armors. So that's why they put it there. But this one is very strong. This one does also gives a melee slash range attack 60% up. So this one says beam, but pretty much all my attacks it is gonna be translated into physical at the end of the day. So it will work in a way like it should work as intended, you know. As for the second one, I do have a little bit of melee going up, so not too bad. This one is a very important. This one is a pretty much staggering rate is gonna be increased or have a high chance of staggering on hit. So that's gonna be pretty good. Because as for my weapon 2, that is gonna be the missile. So yeah, I definitely want that. So not bad. As for the last one, I do have a little bit more on the range, and this one also gonna be boosting a little bit of my physical range damage cut. So this is pretty much what I have. I think this is definitely very sufficient in a sense. So I would definitely feel comfortable using this unit and fighting some of the more difficulty bosses, before going to the hard mode with this setup like that. So without further ado, let's hop into the training mode and see how the combo looks like. Alright, here we are in the training mode with the narrative Gundam C-Pax here. So this is how it looks like in action, flying up like that. And where is the Saku at? Alright, so let's actually start up with some, basic normal attacks and see how many hits we can get. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. So 3 hits. Okay. So how does the holding down looks? Okay. So this is your pretty much like your basic spin attack like that. So gonna be 2 hits right there. So in terms of chaining that, this is a pretty much what it looks like, just like that. And what about the heavy? So let's see. Heavy is gonna be a swallow, and then that is gonna be the slam right there. So 2 hits combo again. So we can kind of oops miss. Okay. Okay, just 2 hit like that. All right. As for your main range, so this is how it looks like. So just gonna be 6 hit like so. And then as for your sub 1, this is pretty much how it looks like. So it is gonna be firing off 4 missiles in total, but it's only gonna be counting as 2 hits, unfortunately. You are gonna be a little bit more or less immobilized in a way. So don't think trying to move like you won't be able to move to that. All right. Let's try this one. 4 hits combo. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I say in terms of the C-Pax itself, it's a very simple, just really compact combo. You're not gonna see any fancy EX skill or fancy animation or sub weaponry. It's pretty much like basic, right? But for my just testing out doing this, I feel it's pretty, it's smooth. Although it's pretty basic, but I do found enjoyment using this overall unit. So let's actually see the special attack first. But the special attack is definitely pretty though. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then it does change to that blue, kind of like a light blue cycle frame. So that is definitely a very nice touch. But it's not going to stay for long. So that is definitely something to note. As for the actual EX skill itself or the special attacks, it is a vertical and a horizontal. So that's actually quite good. Just because you can get multiple enemy like in that vicinity, you can definitely get them, so that is definitely good. Unlike some is only like vertical, which if you miss you miss. So yeah, this is definitely great. So let's try out some combos if you will. Okay. I lost it right there. That is my bad. Okay, let's try it with, let's say, combining it with the EX skill or the okay, not bad, just a 9 combo or 9 hits combo there, so not too fancy. I'm gonna try out with the sub 2 now. Okay, 11 hits, not too much. Alright, so let's actually see if I can do some good combo strings are now. Oh, God, gosh, man, it's hard. All right, it's hard. I'm trying. Okay. Okay. Oh, I lost her there. I forgot to like step back a little bit and then re-engage it. Oh, that part I'm still trying to get down, but overall it's not that bad. Like I'll just say if the combo was a little bit more, that would definitely be great. Um, okay. Lost her there, but that is gonna be pretty much it in terms of the combo stringers over here. So do let me know how do you guys feel about this unit as a whole. In terms of let's say doing a combo. I'm still a little bit trying to figure out how this actually works, but overall do feel that it's pretty smooth in my opinion. Alright, as for my final verdict for the Gundam narrative C-Packs, I feel like this unit overall does get the job done. I will not say this unit is anything of like really spectacular, but one good news I do want to mark is the fact that this one does have a physical for the sub 1 weapon, which is gonna be pretty good because you guys know that in terms of those big bosses, those mobile armor bosses, they tend to have some pretty good or if not completely ignores your beam attacks. So if you guys did not have any of those equipment part that's let's say translate all your attacks into physical, you guys are gonna be in bad shape because I would definitely say just having that one physical EXQ or that one physical sub weapon is gonna allow you to perform ever so slightly better against those bosses, which is definitely gonna be a great note that I want to make. As far as let's say the negative, the only thing that I can kind of think of is the fact that this unit, for whatever reason, does have some pretty bad boosting itself. So in terms of trying to get those combo in, especially like your melee long combo, like those combo strings, it's probably not going to be possible unless you consistently have your gauge up, which you can just do like a great chain. But other than that, this overall unit just feels pretty smooth. Overall, definitely something I feel like I would be using in terms of clearing all the, let's say, from directory 1 all the way to directory 7. Definitely possible with the right correct, let's say, equipment, definitely possible. But I will say in terms of this one does have that melee-ish side to it. So in terms of that melee combo, it may not be the best in terms of performance wise against, let's say, those mobile armor bosses, just because they can literally rip right up your combo, so which is not going to be the best thing possible. But with that said, do let me know how you guys feel about the American MC packs. Do you guys think it's a good unit, or do you guys it's just going to be one of those unit that you are going to be collecting this with? So do let me know that in the comment section below. With that said, I'll catch you guys all on the next one.